Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I'm gonna put up these shelves that I've got here so I can finally do the unboxing I've been talking about. Obviously it's gonna be sped up because nobody wants to watch the entire thing go down, but I hope you enjoy nonetheless. And if you hear my cats or anything next to me, I can't keep them off the desk. I do my best, but there it is. So here I am measuring out where the holes on the actual thing go, and if you have not put up shelves before, I recommend, even though it may appear that the holes on the back that you like drill in the little nails to or whatever, it may seem like they're even, but usually they're slightly off. So it is best to mark each half where the like center hole where the nail is going to go, where that is on each side, because it's not always completely symmetrical. And then a little trick I do is I'll take my pencil and I'll like have the tip of the pencil at the center of like the hole where like the nail's gonna go on the back of the shelf, and then I'll use like my finger to like hold it up the base of the pencil how far it goes to the edge, and then like I'll just kind of keep my thumb there, and that's like how long it is from where I marked the edge of the shelf to where the hole in the nail needs to be. I'll do that from the top down to the nail hole and from the outside to the nail hole. And I do that on each side, and it usually gives me pretty good accurate results. So if you came here for DIY tips, I hope that they were helpful. Anyway. And I only used what things I had lying around the house, so I just had these little like mount hooks instead of like proper like wide-headed nails with like the flat back, you know what I'm talking about? So I just used those, but it worked pretty good, and I'd say that is a job well done. And you know what that means? It's wine time! Ba 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 ba! It's wine time! Yeah, you heard it! It's wine time! Give yourself a pat on the back because it's wine time! You always need to have a little reward after every small victory in life, and people that know me personally in my real life know that I do celebrate each small thing. When I paid off my student loans, I had a party, and I don't know, every time I have an accomplishment personally, I think it's good to celebrate it, and it's also an excuse to get everybody out together and have some gatherings. But really though, please celebrate each small victory in your life. They're the things that, if you don't stop and pay attention to, I think life will feel kind of unrewarding. But if you celebrate each small things, everyone around you, of course, is there, so they're all acknowledging your victories as well. And I feel like when we do that, we notice that we actually are doing a lot. We are accomplishing a lot. And here, I'm pointing off screen, I'm asking my fiance if things seem like they're level or not, and I'm going to enlist his help shortly. Okay, so during this part, my anchors that I was going to use for the screws for the shelving, they were low quality, and so when I tried to tap them into the hole that I drilled for them, they bent apart and like looked like a little accordion. They were not good. And then I found out that there were indeed like studs behind there, and I don't have a stud finder, and I'm not trying to like go out and buy one just for these little like curio shelves, you know. So I ended up having to rip them out and put them slightly to the left of where they were. So that was an adventure. But yeah, here I am figuring out that they are crumpling and they look like little zigzags instead of straight. So if you are going to buy a wall anchors, I recommend investing in a stud finder if you're able to, as well as getting ones that are not low quality, and when you tap them into the holes, they don't just like smash apart. the frustration, so sad. I'm like, hey, darling, whatever's the matter? Are they supposed to look like this? And he said, no, they're supposed to not be zigzag little sandwiches of plastic. And I said, oh no, whatever shall I do? And the solution was, as I mentioned, to put them slightly to the left. So then I had to change the drill head and take them out and put them on the side. But it ended up working out just fine. And I say, oh darling, come here now. Please, hold the side while I put the other ends up. He said, oh yes darling, I shall do that at once. And then I discovered that the drill doesn't fit through, and the handle of the screwdriver was too wide, and so that didn't fit through because there's like this little cute little decorative grating in the front, and nothing would fit. But luckily I had a very small like Phillips head Allen wrench that I laboriously toiled over to get the screws in place, but it did work. And I'm pretty sure I only have that because I always keep the leftover bits from like assembling furniture. You know how they usually give like a couple spare pieces of things in case you lose one or whatever. I always keep them, and that was really what I used to put up these shelves, is just leftover things. So rule of the day, children, always save your leftovers. Alright, victory, victory, victory. There's the IKEA bit that saved the day. But I think they look quite cute, and I can't wait to show you the dead things that I'm going to display on them. Haha. Have a good day, be kind to each other. Bye-bye.